Hi, I'm Cram. Today we're taking a look at Outcast, A New Beginning on PC, THQ Nordic. Yeah, so I've been playing for just over an hour. What can I say? Visually, I think that's the first thing that's going to strike you when you boot up the game. The opening is quite subdued, bit of a tutorial. This sort of lasts about 40 minutes. I will say there's a lot of discourse. I think that's the right word I'm looking for. It's got a very high sort of RPG storytelling element. I'm finding the story to be quite interesting, actually. It's about a race of people being made extinct, and you're there to help them to overcome that as a human. And you've been given this sort of ability to communicate with their sort of higher beings, their gods. And yeah, it's pretty cool. What am I supposed to do now? Talk to Duck about identifying the artifact. So let's sort of try and skip past some of these sort of story elements, because that's a bit spoilerish. But just to fill you in, spoiler in itself, if you don't mind, not particularly a big one, but we fished this debris or whatever it is, artifact from the nearby lake, and it's got some sort of power to help protect this particular village, or so we think. Let's talk to Doc.
You and your magic treasure are the talk of the town, Doc.
I don't like this. I feel their suspicions. I hope the artifact is safe here.
There are a lot of people in EMEA. You think someone would know what this thing is?
No one knows. It's too... Wait, Nemeth! He's the oldest Talan in town. He has read many scrolls, even some of the most ancient ones. Maybe he has a clue. Could you please talk to him? I have to stay here and guard the artifact. People are getting too curious. Especially Azan.
Until next time, Doc.
I can't wait.
Okay then, so go to the location marked on the mini-map. So, yeah, you got all this sort of standard RPG, go talk to such and such. The game sort of fuses that with your sort of traditional combat as well, which is kind of nice. A bit of a traversal gameplay as well, platforming. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's just get this bit out of the way.
What in the Yods? I didn't realize it before, but how did you learn to speak Agazorc so fast? Wait, is that a Shamazar accent I'm hearing?
Really? I think the Yods did something to me when I delivered their message to the Almael.
Oh, I see. Praise them. Be careful, Ulukai.
Right, let's go.
Can I ask how old you are?
Older than...
Let's just skip this, because this is kind of a bit spoilerish, all of this. We just want to...
Where can I...
Duckwood.
Yeah.
So basically, let me just give you a fill-in. I've been given the task now. I've got to complete various missions for each village to then get the teleport active so I can go home. I'm kind of stranded here. Hence the name Outcast.
Yes, have you
Right.
heard about this correct guy?
So now speak to someone else.
I made a strange discovery. And since you have to go to Procreana, I'm activating Adelpha so we can talk face to face.
All right. Oh, jumping in the first Daoka now. Let's meet.
Right, so back to it. So yeah, the first thing you're going to notice... Right, so there's something I'm going to have to say here from the off. Right, that's where I've got to go, up there. So, Dakota, you can now take the new key to here. Fast travel, basically.
You're trying to show me something with these visions.
You're gonna see mommy?
Yeah, for some reason the
talk a little bit
y-axis
first,
is
baby girl.
reversed
Just you and me.
to your setting when you're in the lift,
You brought me a present?
elevator,
From another world?
platform that's
Oh
sinking.
well, technically another dimension. Sure. My friend Zokra must have stashed it there before I... It's for you. Here.
Right.
The necklace.
That's a bit spoilerish, so we just keep that there. Yeah, just bear with this. Right.
Ulukai, you made it.
How did you turn that on?
It's the strangest thing. Remember where my Dolotai got abducted the moon we met? I found a Daoka core at that exact location, almost as if someone put it there on purpose.
I'm going to have to skip this because this is too... Right. So, what I was going to say to you. Whilst the game looks absolutely fantastic in 4K, well, it's 2K upscaled to 4K using DLSS RTX 4090 here. There's something about it. It kind of feels a bit like, although it's an indie game, I believe, it kind of, I mean, if you compare it to something like Horizon Zero Dawn, it's got a bit of a dated look to it, dare I say, unfortunately, in terms of its sort of hues and tones and lack of effects. Ray tracing, for example, that's noticeably absent from this, but still it's a very beautiful looking game in terms of its art direction. I mean, this is fantastic. You know, it's a tough call. So I mean, maybe I'm being a bit unfair calling it dated, but I don't know. I kind of got that vibe when playing it, that parts of it look kind of dated looking, sort of a bit old school, in terms of sort of shadows and textures and the rest of it. But this looks fantastic. This is the first time I've visited this area. It's oozing atmosphere, as you can see, which is brilliant. So don't take my words at... Well, do take them at face value, but don't sort of take them to heart and think that... well, you could possibly agree with me, but at the end of the day, it's subjective, isn't it? I'm just comparing it to sort of, as I said, Horizon Zero Dawn, for example, which is obviously a PlayStation port, but the sort of the lighting in that and things just look better. But maybe I'm not doing this game. I'm doing it a disservice by saying that. And I'm sorry, developers, if that's offending you. No, it's still a very beautiful, attractive, and wonderful-looking game, full of atmosphere, and you can't take that away from this artist because you can see it clearly for yourself. It's just brilliant looking, fantastic. But I think for me, it's the lighting could be a bit more atmospheric. The actual lighting of it, shadowing. That's just me. Yeah, that's just me. But yeah, really nice. Good contrast. But it's kind of like an open world game, kind of, because you can't sort of venture too far off these pathways. What would be sort of a similar? I think like the Star Wars Jedi Knight games that really, what they called recently, quite similar. But those games had really beautiful ray traced effects in those. Fallen Order and the other one, can't remember the other name. Yeah, so I think if you sort of run the comparison between the two, you kind of get a flavour of what I'm trying to get at here, in terms of how the games look. Anyway, it's beside the point. How am I supposed to get over there? I'm going to swim there. Get to the mountain and talk to the Talan. Yeah, so visually though, yeah, fine. I mean, even the character model here. Look, I don't want to go on about it too much. He's not as realistic looking as some of the character models that you're seeing in other games of this current time. I don't know how long this game's been in development.
Always.
Emerheed, one of my Dolotai guardians, came across an ancient altar. Can you take a look? Marking its position on the map.
Yeah, sure. If you think it's important.
Thank you, Ulakai. I think it's connected to the Essence Shrine nearby. I found similar altars before, but never figured out how the ancients were using them or why.
Say no more. You got me intrigued.
Ulakai, if Emerheed's intel is right, there should be an ancient altar close to your location. Can you find it?
Ancient altar. Sure. I'll have a look. Slade out. They're locked onto me.
Oh dear. Let them get out of the water. It's getting foggy, and that means you're sort of going too far away from the intended path that you're supposed to be on. I think I'm going the wrong way here. Let me check the map. So I'm supposed to be going to there. I'm supposed to be going here. So I should go round that way. Right, back round. Go the other way. But he does have some really cool abilities that you can unlock, including gliding, which then begins to make this look a bit like Anthem, if you remember the game. Anthem has a very sort of similar flavour to it in terms of its visuals and gameplay when you start gliding. I haven't actually got that to that bit yet, but yeah. But remember, Anthem is, when did that release? 2019 or something like that? I don't know. I were getting attacked by winged beasts. So I think the combat's good, quite nice. You've got a melee attack as well. Yeah, it does remind me of Anthem actually, and the combat as well. It's kind of that sort of same vibe to it. But obviously, this is a single-player game, I assume. Question is, do I like it? That's what you're. Is it worth getting? Especially when you've got Dragon's Dogma 2, which is one of my favourite series of all time. I've not played it 2 yet, but especially so close to Dragon's Dogma 2 at the end of the month. I think you'd do well to grab this and rinse it out before Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out. Yeah, where was I? Right, I found the location. It started to rain.
This place has seen better days.
Yes. Find Procoriana.
Procoriana's Master Daoka is the key to our capital, Ulakai. Activate it as fast as you can. My Dolotai guardians have tracked the core to the location I sent to your map.
Well, let's hope it's still there. Thanks, Liaz.
So this is kind of different as well. This is going sort of showing you the platforming style, traversal gameplay. But as I said, it does really remind me of Anthem. Now I'm thinking about it more and more. Just the visual element, not the sort of fast-paced gameplay. Right, here's the portal. Scan it. Okay. Someone in here, a librarian. What's going on? It seems like something's happened here. Yeah, so I'm finding the story quite intriguing as well, as I said. Voice acting is brilliant in this, as you can hear, and the music, the score is fantastic. Really well produced score. So yeah, going back to what I said, Dragon's Dogma 2 might be a bigger, more popular game from Capcom, but this game definitely can hold its own for a sort of story-driven RPG action game.
Can I talk to you?
Are you returning a scroll? If you're late, it's going to cost you.
It's surprising to meet a librarian around these parts.
Barbarian? Yods? No! I'm Professor Keurig, the librarian. If you want to...
Hey, Mia.
Just going to skip that for you, Isle.
What?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Go. Do you expect...
Right.
Okay. See you later then.
Don't you curse at me!
Mission complete. Right. You need to retrieve the data. Right, track the target. Yeah, so this is sort of your quest giving. I find this very confusing, all of this. Really confusing. Right, am I tracking that now? Discover the secret. Find Paco's core. Locate. Right, she's there. Where am I on the map? So what do I do? What, do I have to go in here to try and find it? What's this here? I mean, it's not doing anything particularly different from your standard action RPG. The usual stuff. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Where am I supposed to go now? That's back out there, but I need to go up here. It's that blue zone here. There's a lot of these things to pick up here. Right, I think up here is the way. But as I'm just saying, to reiterate, the detail is actually pretty good here. I might have to eat those words in terms of saying it's dated looking. I mean, I'm just looking at it sort of with trying to think back to Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars, whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of the game. In the old age, I'm forgetting stuff too much now.
Brought the whole battalion.
Governor. I'm just going to call it Fallen Order. That's an easy way, because you know what that game is. Right, some more humanoid enemies. Kind of. Humanoid looking, at least. They're sort of robots. So, clear out the outposts. Combat-wise, I'm finding it a little bit easy. I haven't died yet. You've got this sort of shield here that you can deflect. You can charge into goodies. Nice. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Cool. Oh. Miss me. Oh, that's a new enemy type I've not seen before. He's toast. Maybe just heal yourself. Whoa. There's probably a skill that you can unlock that enables you to deflect incoming fire and deflect it back at them. I assume that's something that's you'll be able to unlock at some point. Open the chest. I got the core. Right, now what? There's still 2 enemies around.
Back on track.
Right. They're probably these flying ships. So what's that saying there? Look, that's telling me to go here. I've just picked that up from there. Now what do I do with it? Take it to the teleporter, I think. Let's go. Right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh.
That's not luck, that's skill.
Alright, one more. Okay. Right. Alright, I've unlocked a new slot, so how do I unlock it? Select it and do what? That's it. Cool. So now I can add another one of these to that slot. There you go. Nice. Yeah, as I said, it doesn't do anything particularly different to other similar RPGs. But yeah. Cool. And the gang. Right, so what's next? So I can use my scanner to locate where I'm supposed to be going next. I think we're done here. I think I need to go back to the teleporter and collect these resources as well. But I don't think it is trying to be anything original per se. I think it's just it's enjoying its storytelling and production, and like I said, it's got very high production values. I think I'm going the wrong way. Where is that? Where is that? Alright, I could be collecting these trees. Precious ore. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. Oh, that was precious ore, not the tree. Okay. Yeah, this really looks nice, though. I can't deny that. But it's not fully open world. That's the only issue. It's you're kind of restricted to where you can and cannot go. I think I'm going the wrong way here. Let me just have a look at the map. Right, you're supposed to be going to that teleporter to activate it, I believe. Right. Right. Talk to Raphael now. Right. Who is over there? Is he the librarian that we was talking to earlier? So that's saying to go over there. So let's have a look. He's down that way. Let's see what happens if I sort of venture off the path. Grab bird eggs. Breakfast. For mine scrambled. Fried. Yeah, so we're going back into this. Ruins. We talk to the librarian. Make the jump. Oh, I didn't show you as well. In combat, he's got this sort of evade move like that, which I wasn't using. Yeah, we need to sort of unlock some more abilities for this guy. Okay. I'm not sure what game engine this is using, actually. If it's using Unreal Engine, I don't know how I.
How are you doing?
Me? I'm not doing anything.
Nope.
Right, it's not the right character, is it? Let me just skip that.
You.
After the.
But you'll get side quests from
No. No.
other characters
And I.
which you have to complete as part of your.
To do.
Forget.
Yeah, sorry about this.
Later.
Right. This is steal things from people's homes.
Nope. It's full.
Right. Well, here's the teleporter. We've activated it. That's brilliant. Well done. Right. Mission complete, I think, because we already activated the teleporter. I'll skip this because that's going to be quite spoilerish. Right. Get to the location marked on the mirror map and talk to the Talan. Where is the location marked on the minimap? Where is it? What, there? It's a side activity. That's base. I've got to go back to Emir, haven't I? Yeah, I just find all the. I haven't really got to grips with this yet. It says talk to the person on the mini-map. So that's assuming that's up there. I assumed it was a librarian, but I don't know. I mean, how far away is this? I mean, all this platforming is pretty cool, but it does remind me of Fallen Order. There you go. Right, we are going back into the library. This all looks rather familiar from earlier. Right. Dropping in. Okay then. No, it's not the library, is it? It's a
Hey,
different person.
You the Shamaz around here? What's...
Let's just skip all this. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. For the benefit, let me get healed first. Right.
This place? Yeah. What?
Well,
I'm not... What's...
Okay.
so soon.
I'm still not there. I'm still not there, am I? Somebody else. I'm pretty sure it's a librarian, but because I've skipped the story, I'm kind of a bit clueless as to what I'm doing. I know I had to activate the teleporter, and I'm going back to the librarian, right, as I thought.
Happy to meet...
Right.
Well, you... What's... I remember...
None.
Right.
You gotta...
Cool.
And what...
Science.
What are you...
My pred? No.
I mean, there is a lot of dialogue in this game, really a huge amount.
You haven't noticed?
Oh.
That's your...
What...
They are Kalmar, but in theory.
So in that regard, it's kind of a bit
I
like
don't-
Mass
yeah,
Effect.
I can see you.
Did...
These long sort of conversations.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
So you're missing a lot of stuff here.
How can
and
I
just skipping
talk to-
past it. Myself as well.
After the...
How did...
I was ready.
Right, that's it.
See you, Refar.
Of course.
Right. Mission complete. Right, so I'm going to leave it at that. I've given my impression. I really like this game. And I'm going to go back and load my old save and do all that again and listen to it properly. But, yeah, so key point to take away is gameplay-wise, it's not doing anything particularly original. It's got some good jumping platform sections. There's a lot of dialogue, so you've got to expect that. It's RPG heavy, or action RPG heavy, so yeah. And yeah, but it's a fun game, and it's a good game to sink your teeth in. I'm not 100%. It looks brilliant, but in other places it doesn't. Could have better lighting, in my opinion, but I think that's kind of subjective. It still looks really nice, and yeah, it plays very well. Don't know what else to say. So yeah, I do recommend this. I do recommend that you play it. The music, the score is fantastic. But just don't expect it to rewrite any books. It's just doing similar stuff to you might have played in other games, but in a very beautiful way, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, that's my verdict. So yeah, definitely one to check out. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching.